The key to success here will be avoiding Randy Orton's RKO.
That's easier said than done, Cole. That thing comes out of nowhere sometimes.
Man, Chris Jericho, what offense.
Whether he's getting cheered or booed by the WWE Universe, Y2J is always one step ahead of his opponent.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Not today, too fast.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Well, on the topic of Randy Orton here, tell us your thoughts.
Definitely looking good so far. Hasn't taken too much punishment up to this point.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
The Apex Predator might be fading here.
Can he do it? Can he dig down deep and fight out of this hold?
Okay, the question on my mind is, how do you beat a man like Randy Orton? I mean, he is such a veteran of the sport. Simply trying to convince yourself this will be an easy match is not even close to enough. All I'm saying is, his opponent needs a plan.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe. Oh, wow. You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude. I think when you look at Randy Orton, being that he is a veteran in the ring, doesn't mean he is without weaknesses. The problem is, once they're exposed, they rarely resurface. But first things first, you have to find the weakness.
So you're right. The Apex Predator has the ability to learn from his mistakes and ensure that any weakness that is exposed is quickly adjusted for. And that makes him one of the premier superstars of the WWE.
The quick reversal there by Randy Orton.
And sometimes that neck pain can be felt all the way down the spine.
Look at the disdain in the eyes of the Viper. You can't put a price tag on landing that perfect strike, and that nailed him. We're looking at complete domination here. You have to wonder just how widespread the back pain is. We'll find out soon enough.
No kidding. This is bad. With Jericho. What a maneuver. The array of moves that Randy Orton has at his fingertips is truly dazzling. I mean, whether it's a drop kick or an inverted backbreaker or a power slam, the Viper's got a way to break his opponent's body and his will.
2, 3.
Oh, look at the emotion.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
4, 5.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Raw. I'm sure you are just as entertained as we are here at ringside. We're looking at complete domination here. Thinking about that arsenal of moves Randy Orton has, you can see how he developed it so well. His dad, Cowboy Bob Orton, had more than a few tricks of his own that I'm sure Randy picked up at a very early age.
Yeah, and then for Randy to have Ric Flair take him under his wing as soon as he reached WWE. That's another pretty good mentor to have around. And the Viper made the most of his education. We see that every time he issues another beating. If he keeps up this great reversal, that'll rearrange your face.
So much on the line in this one, and like they say, on any given night, anything can happen in WWE.
That's something I learned early on in my stay here in the WWE.
Yeah, like the night I beat you.
Yeah, absolutely anything can happen in the WWE, even that.
Y2J Chris Jericho is one of the most exciting superstars to ever compete in WWE. Whether he's a hero or villain, and he's been both many times, Chris Jericho looks to put on a wrestling clinic in that ring and dominate his opponents.
Well, let's also remember, Cole, great crab locked in, good base. This is going to be difficult to fight out of.
Just a dominating display.
Yeah, I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here. Oh, man, does he have that arm submission in tight?
Oh, he's got to do whatever he can here to try to break this hold.
And there's the release. What's going to happen now?
I'm scared to ask. Oh, out of nowhere.
Y2J has had a storied career and can rise to the occasion like no one else. The brighter the spotlight, the more obsessed Chris Jericho becomes with keeping it shining on himself. But to be fair, Jericho can back it up.
He's in full-on attack mode now.
2, 3.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a weakness in your opponent, you got to jump on it.
Look at Jericho go. We've seen this man at his very best. Right now, Y2J's firing on all cylinders.
Chris Jericho has all the talent in the world, both on the microphone and in the ring. You know, he even had his own talk show, the highlight reel. When it comes to taking down an opponent, Chris Jericho demonstrates a singular force in beating and often humiliating his opponent.
These guys giving this sold-out crowd exactly what they came to see. What an incredible match.
6, 7.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action inside the ring. That's where you're going to win this thing.
God, there was nothing accurate about that attempt at offense.
Oh, you're being too kind. Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed. A rivalry that I think helped Randy Orton solidify his true superstardom was his journey into Death Valley versus The Undertaker. Remember that?
Oh, of course.
Orton proved to be one of the Dead Man's greatest adversaries, and to this day, the Viper's match versus the Phenom at WrestleMania 21 is regarded as one of the best in the streak.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
I can't blame him. Keep it in the ring.
And here comes Randy Orton. No way. What a move from Randy Orton. That's how you impress the WWE Universe, folks. He's setting it up. Jerry, you touched on the incredible rivalry between Randy Orton and The Undertaker, and I have to say, as someone who was in the broadcast position for so many of their face-offs on SmackDown and called their showdown at the 21st show, that's got to be it. Randy Orton, how about that finishing move?
1, 2, 3.
What a victory! What a match!